I would like to pay homage to all those who have passed away in the terrible accident with the Air India plane. All of us here, the entire nation in fact, we felt heartbroken when we saw all those images on TV, and we came to know that there was only one single survivor of the entire tragedy. So we must reflect on what the value of life is. There were children on that plane, there were parents, there were entire families looking forward to a new future. I was reading about them, different articles, and I saw that there was somebody from every walk of life. There was an ex-chief minister who had led a full life leading people. He had been in politics all his life. There were air hostesses, air crew building lives for themselves, little babies, parents, grandparents, and in one moment it was all over. So that must teach us, all of us, to value every single moment of our lives. And especially for you, young children, adults like me are always telling you that this time in your life is the most precious. And maybe you don't realize it fully, but every moment counts. And it makes me deeply happy when I see and I hear in an institution like yours that there is equal emphasis on the development of the heart as there is on the development of the mind. Many people will tell you that the value of life is success, making a lot of money, getting a big position. And yes, those things have value. But none of them match the value of a good heart. None of them match the value of compassion, of friendship, of love. You have seen here in Wayanad itself, when you face such an immense tragedy. I came here for the first time at that time, and I saw firsthand how every institution, every person, no matter what they did, no matter which field they worked in, was trying to help the victims of the tragedy, and still tries today. You, especially over here, became for the whole country a symbol of love, a symbol of friendship, cooperation and compassion. So I commend the MCF especially for their, not just for their motto, but for the fact that for the last 25 years, being the Silver Jubilee today, they have stood by their motto. They have taught compassion, love, friendship and morality. I always tell my children that I expect only two things of them. I expect honesty and responsibility. I expect them to be honest, first and foremost to themselves, so that they can be honest to everybody around them. And I expect them to take responsibility for their own actions and for whatever happens to them. Because when you take responsibility for yourself, my friends, then you cannot blame the world and blame other people for what happens to you. And you have to stand up on your feet and fight for what you believe in, for what you feel responsible for, and what you feel is right. And the distinction between what is right and wrong can be taught to us by others, by our teachers, by our leaders, by our parents. But ultimately, it is taught to us by what is in our hearts. Our heart understands instinctively what is right and what is wrong. So as I stand here before you today, I would like to just tell all of you, because you are young and you have a whole life ahead of you, that true fulfillment for you will come, true happiness will come if you are loving, compassionate and kind to everybody else. And for that, you have to be loving, compassionate and kind towards yourself also. So don't be too hard on yourself. I was talking to your head boy and he told me that he loves the school. I said, why? He said he loves the school because it gives him freedom to express himself. And I think if that is one compliment for any educational institution, it is that. If you are able to give the children freedom to express themselves, to argue their points of view out, if teachers are able to listen to them and hear them out and help them to grow while understanding their point of view, then you have truly achieved success as an educational institution. So I believe this building will have lots of new facilities. I was asking your principal, Madam, what are the facilities that you provide? And she named a whole bunch of them that even I did not have in my school. So I must compliment all of you. You are going to have this AI facility here, which is hopefully going to open even new frontiers and opportunities for you. So use these opportunities well. Your teachers and your parents make a lot of sacrifices for you to be here, to learn, to grow, and to have strong futures. We must always respect what other people do for us and respect their participation in making us what we are. By the time you leave school, you may not have a full idea of what your life will be like, what your future will be, but you will have a good idea of who you are going to be as a person for the rest of your life. So if that idea of yourself can include love for others, can include kindness towards others, can include honesty, can include the worth of working hard for a living and earning without having to cheat, without having to lie, then I think you will be on the right path and you will have successful and fulfilling lives. That is what I wish most for all of you. As I said, that this institution develops your heart as much as your mind is developed, and you have the whole world ahead of you. I wish all of you the very, very best for strong futures, for beautiful lives ahead, and I wish the MCF much success in the institutions that you are building. I was very heartened to know the good work that you did during the Chural Mala Mundakai tragedies, and how you work not just in your institutions, but outside of them also, to build a better society for all of us. Thank you very, very much, and thank you for inviting me here to inaugurate this building. I hope to visit it sometime again when it's in full use and all of you are inside the library creating new things with AI. I would very much like to see it. Thank you very, very much. All the best.